Hey guys, it's Johnny P. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is pretty much going to be about me showing you how the Tesla Autopilot works on my Model 3. A lot of guests and a lot of friends do enter my car and ask me a ton of questions, ask me how certain things work. So I decided to create this video to show you guys and give you guys some insight. Please be sure to subscribe, like, and comment this video. Alright, now let's hit the road. So we're entering the freeway. This is the 134 in Los Angeles. Living in LA, we have so many freeways and lots of traffic, so autopilot is very beneficial if you live in the city, especially during rush hour, because you can focus on other tasks while you're driving to work. So I'm getting onto the freeway right now, and I am not going to activate autopilot just yet. Okay, now I'm going to activate it. So you press the stalk down 2 times and it will go to the speed that you were already at. Now I see that there's already traffic coming up there, and the vehicle should stop for me. I mean, it will stop for me. I wish this pickup truck wasn't in front of us so you guys can get a good view. So I know that this lane is gonna merge, and that's how it merged for me just now. It couldn't really sense that all these cars are here. There's a car that's really tailgating me right now. But the reason why is because it recognizes these lines. That's how the autopilot works. So the lane lines were actually not there. So I know up here there's going to be other cars merging in from the other side of the freeway as well. So we're actually going to test out how that works with the autopilot. Typical LA. It is actually Sunday and we're heading to Malibu for you to test out the autopilot. Now this lane is also about to merge. Yes, the LA freeways are this ridiculous. So we'll test out how she's gonna merge this lane over there. Now there's a car right next to me right now. Looks like it's a little Nissan Versa. Okay, here is the road test. So this lane is merging, and this lane next to us is also merging into the freeway. Thankfully, nobody's coming up on this side, but we'll see how it works when this lane merges into that one right there. She's already acting a little finicky because of, if you see the lines here, because the lanes are merging. Let's see. That Nissan Versa is still behind me. It's creeping up next to me, and you can see it's right here. But this car is letting me merge in, and she's merging in successfully. So this one was better than the first merge. Now we do have a few more merges up there, so we'll also see how that one works. So one cool thing about autopilot too is you can actually choose the distance that you'd like between the vehicle in front of you. So if you click this button to the right, you can choose to be 1 car away. You press it again, you can choose to be 2 cars away, and you can press it again and choose to be 3 cars away. I normally set it at 2. I don't know why, I just feel more comfortable when it's set at 2. It doesn't feel too close and it doesn't feel too far. So now that the freeways have merged together and we're on one part of the freeway, we will go ahead and test out. We'll go ahead and just see what goes on from here. Now there's a car merging from here, and they're pretty far back, so we're not going to get any action with them. So what that just did was it didn't really sense the other part of the lane because the new lane was merging in. So it's telling me, hey, make sure you touch here to make sure you're active and awake and engaged, because it could possibly not sense that merge. There's a freeway exit right here. It knew not to get off on that exit, So the way that the autopilot was designed was it pretty much recognizes that most exits are on the right side rather than on the left. So if you're already on autopilot, it's going to stay in the left lane if there's a lane to leave. Now here's this Lexus that's merging on. Let's see if we interact. Nope, we were going too fast already. So one other thing is, let's say I'm at 55 miles per hour, but I actually want to go the speed limit, which is 65 right here. All I have to do is click on 65 and it'll change the speed limit to 65 miles per hour. So one other thing that autopilot requires is you have to touch the steering wheel maybe about every 45 seconds to a minute. It just wants to make sure that you're still alert and that you're still engaged and not actually sleeping. So I don't even know how a lot of these people sleep in their Teslas. But there's literally people who have like their feet out the window. There's people who are playing Uno, lots of different things. So right now that it's blinking blue, it's telling me that I have to touch the steering wheel to make sure I'm actually alert. Traffic's not too bad right now. See, there's it not recognizing the new lane. Alright, so I'm actually going to get off of autopilot. I don't have full self-driving mode just yet because it's not at its best. So we only decided to spend the extra $3,000 on the autopilot, which will pretty much just drive you on the freeway. So it doesn't really change, it doesn't change lanes or anything of that. So I'm going to go ahead and move my lane manually all the way to the left so that I can make sure I stay onto the 101 freeway, which is going to bring us to Malibu. I'm glad we got that on camera. I really want him to leave from behind me though. Okay, he did. So the next spot here is going to be the 101 and the 170 freeways deteriorating from each other. So with the 101 going towards Malibu, this part gets really iffy because the lane really merges. This lane merges into that one and it goes onto a whole new freeway. So let's see how she does this. Normally this freeway or this part of merging is actually very hectic, even for like a natural human. So let's see how she does here. So I did want to show you guys one thing that happens. So autopilot does require that you have your seatbelt on. It does require that it can sense the lanes, and it does require that you touch the steering wheel every 45 seconds to a minute. What I'm gonna do for you right now is I'm gonna take my seatbelt off so you guys can see and hear what happens. So it pretty much told me cruise control is not available, autopilot's not available, you have to put your seatbelt on for it to work. So Tesla does have other safety precautions in check for you to be able to use the autopilot. Now, right now, the steering wheel is telling you that it does recognize the lanes, so you're able to go on autopilot. So now I'm gonna click this twice to get back onto autopilot. Now that the blue lines are there, that means we are on autopilot. Now, the speed limit is 65 right now. Of course, as you can see, we're only going like 16 miles per hour because of the crazy traffic in LA. So the autopilot will actually let you go up to 90 miles per hour. I'm actually gonna go up to 90. You can either click here, or I can just scroll up like that, which is what I normally do. So now we're at 90 miles per hour. But of course the car is not gonna go 90 miles per hour because it senses that we have cars in front of us. Now there's 15 cameras all around the Tesla, and these cameras can spot lots of different angles, and it can sense if cars are next to us. For example, you'll see the next car will come over here, which is like passing us right here, and it shows if that car just passed us. So I'm gonna bring my camera up. Here's that tricky part of the 101 that merges from the 134. Again, this part's already hard for humans to merge at. So let's see what she does. Lord, pray for us. All right. So it's about to merge now. Those are the cars behind us and next to us. Okay. Oh, that one held back for me. That one went forward. It actually didn't do too bad, but it was about to slice this car right over here next to us, and they're kind of staring at us, which is funny. Sorry. But it pretty much did well, but I think that car behind us noticed that we were like, the car was going in faster, so we were kind of, the Tesla was forcing its way in. So now we're onto the 101. It's crazy how that freeway, the 134, is only 2 lanes. It goes onto this freeway that's like 6 lanes. But now we're pretty much smooth sailing until we get to Malibu. Autopilot has driven me from LA to Vegas, LA to San Diego, on multiple road trips, and it's been really a breeze. I really, really, really love the feature. If you're gonna buy your Tesla, definitely get the Autopilot upgrade. If you buy it without the Autopilot upgrade, remember, you can always just give them a call and they can update the software in your Tesla to give you the Autopilot. We do not have the full self-driving yet because we hear so many things that go wrong with it. Our friend actually has the full self-driving, and he said it's not worth it just yet because they're still working out all the kinks. Be sure to check out my other video of the Tesla Autopilot literally driving me down a mountain. It was really scary to make that video, but I'm still alive, so everything's working out. If you have any questions on the Autopilot or any of the other Tesla features, definitely comment below. Subscribe, because I will be creating lots of more Tesla content. And you know, if you don't have your Tesla yet, these are cool things to know before you buy it. And if you do have your Tesla, maybe you learn a few things from my videos that help your driving experience better. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out. Johnny P.